Buddy,
Living in progress.
you're being watched.
Ain't that the truth? All the time.
Dude, I've been having a lot more coincidences where like you and somebody are talking about a thing and then the sponsored ad comes up. Dude, the other day, me and Stevie were on a bike ride and I just kept thinking about Six Flags and how I was like gonna tell everyone like let's take a day trip to Six Flags, maybe spend the night. And I thought about it like 10 times. I just kept thinking about it. And then later that night, Six Flags St. Louis is on my Instagram feed as a sponsored ad.
You didn't even talk about it. You just thought about it.
Didn't talk about it. Didn't search it. Didn't text anybody. Nothing. It's from my head. Now I know that sounds crazy, but it's just a coincidence that
I don't know. I don't know if it is a coincidence.
Well, it's like you know what I'm saying. It's just like the fact that it happened. One is gonna question that.
Dude, no, it started like I don't know. I don't remember when all this started where you type something and then next thing you know, like you're seeing that. Like, but it was like it's been around for a bit now.
Yeah.
And it makes sense that it progressed to just fucking like anticipating thoughts now. Like, how is it happening? Who the hell knows? But Alex Jones probably knows. But it would make sense that it would progress to now they just know what's in your brain.
Like when you type it in, it makes sense. It's like, yeah, the search engines are going to give that out and then they're going to use it, whatever. But like, I don't know if you remember when we were all talking about Traeger grills and then Brie opened her Facebook like 20 minutes later and there's a Traeger grill ad. So that's
happened to me the other day.
They're quick on it.
That happened to me the other day with something. I can't remember if I remember I'll say, but it was literally within 20 minutes. We were talking about something that I would never talk about, and then all of a sudden it was that.
Yeah,
they're listening and they're watching. And it's you know what? It's so commonplace now that we're no one's doing anything about it. Everybody just knows it's happening and nothing's being done. Zion. He's so big now.
He's an asshole.
Dude, he's huge.
He's so cute. If only Ivy was that cute and good.
Oh, she's more adorable.
Yeah, right, bro.
She's just not good.
Well, yeah, that you're right about.
We took her on our trip with us though, and she did really well. I was very pleased.
She didn't bite anybody?
Nothing. No, she didn't really growl hardly ever. It was good. There was a ton of kids. There was a lot of people.
Do you know how old Ivy is?
She's almost 4.
4?
She will be soon.
Maybe she's slowing down just a little bit, chilling out, being a little less of a bitch. And then when she gets older, she'll go back to being one.
Yeah, I mean, it's been a while since she's done anything, so I'm going to knock on wood.
Since she bit you in the chin?
Well, we won't talk about that.
No, let's talk about it.
Nah, we don't need to talk about it. We talked about it before.
We did talk about it.
You're going to get kicked out. He's got to go.
Did I ever tell you guys about the one time, I think it was in our first apartment down here, Sonia and I, when we were on the computer and we were on Facebook and we like opened up the page and instead of images or anything, it just gave us like text of like what could be on the page. So it was like, it would be like multiple trees with bird and like some other stuff like that. Like it would like describe what the picture had in it, but there was no picture.
And the whole page was like that?
Yeah, it was like we could see like part of their background, like algorithm and whatever was going on.
That's trippy.
Like it was just describing what was on the picture, but the pictures weren't there.
You entered the matrix is what it sounds like.
The cybersecurity matrix.
Spooky.
Yeah, I've been there.
Spooky times. Equally awesome.
She got there. Pacifico.
This is another Texas beer. It's called Shiner.
They had Shiner back at Texas Roadhouse pretty routinely.
Shiner, Texas.
Oh,
population 2,000. 69.
Is that any good? Shiners? Got some Shiners?
It's tasty.
Drink too many, you might get a shiner.
Been drinking a lot of IPAs.
Dude, IPAs are the way to go.
Yeah, I'm convinced.
If I drink Bud Light, okay, I like the taste of it, and it's more of an activity for me. I do, but I do not get drunk. So like my stomach starts to like get sick of like having liquid in it. I'm not drunk, then I'm having trouble eating. It's like this is a waste of everything. The IPAs, you have a couple and you're like drunk, like back in the day.
Bud Light's only good for the binge. It's only good for Buffett. It's only good for
if you have to drink for a long time.
New Year's. Yeah, exactly.
Dude, the last day we were on the beach, it was Friday. I was pretty much floating in the water and drinking beer all day. Nice. And I really didn't feel near drunk at all. And then I got back to the house and all of a sudden I was like, whoa. I was like, oh my God, I need to eat food. I need to chill out. I need to figure my life out real fast. But it took a solid 30 minutes of being in the house before I really felt it. And I was drinking IPAs the whole time.
I don't know if that was a combination of just kind of getting your land legs back. You're floating around in waves, right?
Well, exactly, right? And it was just it wasn't really that wavy either. So it was pretty chill. And I was just chilling there. And I wasn't even there's no gravity on you, really. You just got the water or whatever floating around. And then getting back inside in a way and out of the sun at the same time too.
Yeah. I would imagine if you could get the perfect buzz and just be floating in the minimal waves in the ocean, it would be similar to a float tank. You would just be floating in nothingness if you got the right buzz floating in the ocean. That'd be really
cool. How I was, yeah.
You have to have some earplugs though, right? You don't want sound coming in.
Yeah. And close your eyes or probably stare at the sun.
I wonder if was it pretty hot that day, Blood, when you were floating?
Yeah.
And did you go into a place that was pretty cold, air conditioned?
Yeah.
What if that changed just catapulted your drunkenness? It was like a
what?
Like a speedball.
Wait, can I catch that one more time? I'm sorry, I missed it. It was so fast, I missed it.
Keep up.
2 times though.
Speed bump. Speed bump.
Yeah. That sounds fun. We're going to Kentucky Lake this weekend to Krista's parents.
Kentucky.
Yeah, dude. It's gonna be fun.
Is that actually in Kentucky?
Get hammered on the lake. What?
Is that really in Kentucky?
Yeah.
Oh. Sick.
Where'd you think it was?
In Illinois.
Yeah, right.
No, I think it's a 6-hour drive. We're leaving tomorrow at 5:30 p.m. So it's gonna kind of suck.
Yeah.
But
you're used to going to bed at 9 o'clock. Shit.
I mean, Fergie's driving. I'll offer if he wants me to take over at any point, but he probably won't. So 9, 10 rolls around, I'll just take a little snooze.
Yeah.
Their wedding is coming up right around the corner, right? It's in September.
September, it's really close to ours. I think it's the 28th.
The 24th, I'm pretty sure.
Whatever.
Right. But what was your day?
26.
I think there's the 24th. It's literally right after my birthday again.
You get to spend your last birthday in Illinois.
Dan, you have to come back and crash the party.
Might have to. I'm going, you won't be there, but I am coming back for Weston and I's mutual client show in August. Into August. For 5 days.
I have 2 other competitors in that show and maybe a 4th one.
Nice.
Yeah. Love, is it on a Friday or a Saturday? You remember?
You assume Saturday. I think it's on a Friday. It's on a different day.
Okay. Probably is the 24th then.
Yeah, I feel like it was a weird day.
Wait, did you say you have 2 clients and maybe a 4th? in that show?
I have 3, maybe a
Oh,
4.
3. So I found out that Jason's doing it. Jason
Yeah.
Nava.
Mhm.
Is he your client?
No, basically Max, because I just prepped him. He's now prepping Jason.
Okay.
So Max is just like, hey, this is what Weston told me to do. And Jason's just pretty much doing that. So it's kind of working out well. But I have another kid named Max who is a freak. Just wait till you see this motherfucker. And then
Is he from Peoria?
yes, he just moved here. He works at CAT. He's a chemist of some sort. And then I have that old dude, Doug. He'll be in a master's class and maybe do novice. We haven't decided yet. I told him, like, if I was him, I would do both, because it's kind of fun to see where you stack up. For him being older, he's gonna do really well in his master's class. But it's like the curiosity of how would you do against younger dudes, and that's what the novice and the open are going to be. So he'll do either just the masters or a crossover. And then I have another guy who Cindy got me with, and I had him send me a picture, and he's probably not close enough. So I told him we can just hit it super, super hard for 5.5 weeks now. And you can just see how lean you get. And if you want to sign up like the day before, he's going to take you. They don't have a deadline, but I'm not sure about that one. But he's going to try. I just told him, I was like, if anything, you can just have a shred. Like, just see what this is all about. And whether you get there or not, you'll be cut up for the rest of the summer. And then you can just keep going for a show in the fall.
Yeah, right.
It never hurts to get that experience of being on stage.
Is there
no, you don't want to go on stage unless you're like, you got to be somewhat ready. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah.
So it's like you're better off not doing the recent show and picking a later show if you're going to come in better. Because, yeah, sure, it's all about getting the experience, but you don't want to look around and be like, I don't look anything like I'm out of my league here. That doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Completely discouraged.
Yeah. So, but anyway, it's gonna be a fun show. So that's cool. Did Liz buy you a plane ticket?
Yeah.
Dude, she's so cool.
Mm-hmm. She's the best.
She is an awesome person.
Mm-hmm. I hope she does really well, because I want to get drunk with her afterwards. She's super fun. We ran into her one time out down at Poor Bros. One night, me, her, and Randy kind of drank a little bit. I think I was with Bat at the time. She's a fun person. She's one of those people that her energy, her vibe is just contagious, and she's always happy.
Yeah, she's always smiling.
Even in those tough days where I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she's like, I just want to rip someone's face off, but she says it in a funny way, and we have fun with it, and we ended up having a great session, no matter how stressed out she was. So, yeah, she's gonna do really well. She looks really good. She's got abs she probably hadn't seen in a while.
Yeah. So yeah, she's been killing it.
Her shoulder caps. She's got a lot of muscle.
Dude, she went on vacation and just looked even better. When she sent me her progress pics from after vacation, I was like, perfect.
That's one person that it doesn't matter what she's doing, where she's going, she's gonna stay on track.
Yeah.
There's nothing that detaches her from her focus. Yeah.
Yeah, she's been posing with Matt, which is fine with me because I don't know figure posing very well. But what she sends me, she seems to be getting it down pretty well. So she's gonna do good.
Mm-hmm. Matt's also got she's friends with a lot of the other Matt's other clients, other female clients too. So it's probably fun for her to do that. But yeah, she's gonna do really well. I'm really excited to watch it. You know what? Of course you know it. What classes is she doing?
Just figure. I'm not sure. No, I don't know if it's like, because I don't think she's ever done a show, so she could do novice. She might do novice and open. That's usually, I need to talk to her about that. That's usually what I recommend. If someone's like going to do pretty well. How old is Liz?
42 or 43.
Dude, if she did the 40 to 50s masterclass, she'd kill.
Yeah.
So maybe like kind of the same thing with Doug. Do that one and then do either the open or the novice. The open's going to be the biggest class, but the novice is usually like if you haven't done a show, that's just what you do. So yeah, I gotta talk to her about that.
I'm excited. I'm excited for Bat's birthday.
Which is when?
Oh, you gonna be there for that?
August 20th. Yeah.
It is?
Bat's birthday is August 20th, and then the show is August 21st, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be there 19th to 23rd.
Nice.
All right, well, Blove, you gotta come there.
Be a month later.
Come both times.
Yeah, figure that out.
You can afford it.
Yeah, I mean,
Just sell some of that crypto for a plane ticket.
Yeah, we know you got funds.
Don't touch that stuff. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have any of that.
Dude, that's the way I look at it. Every time I buy, I'm just like, that's just going way in the stash. I don't even own that.
I think I've only ever pulled out like once, maybe twice. And that was this very small amount, and only because I absolutely had to.
I think it's stupid to sell anything unless like you actually need money.
Yeah, you buy it for a reason, you know?
Yeah.
It's gonna be worth so much fucking money in 5 years alone.
You think about 20 years.
The next super cycle in 4 years in 2025. That'd be fucking nuts. And then and then eventually it's just gonna be like, it's just, there's not the volatility will run out at some point, and it's just gonna be,
yeah, right.
everybody's gonna be like, fuck, I wish I could have got in. People were still buying Bitcoin when it was like $60,000. Like people are still trying to get into crypto.
Like the media was telling you to buy Bitcoin too. So I mean, like,
they're always going to.
They were telling you to do it.
They're going to use the same structure, the same psychology.
Yeah. So it's reverse psychology every time. Uh-huh. Whatever they tell you to do, don't do the opposite.
Don't do what the sheep do. Don't do what they want the sheep to do.
Exactly. Do not do what they tell you. Isn't that so fucked up to think about, though?
Yeah.
Like, that's what really happens.
The idea of the manipulation behind it is fucked up.
Yeah, because like
it's annoying.
Just like as a society, we put so much trust into these entities, and they just lie, just flat out lie, and they just manipulate.
They look at us as idiots.
Yeah,
we're just pawns.
Dude, well, they look at us as we are what creates their wealth, and so they just manipulate us to create their wealth.
It blows my mind that it's even like a thing. Like, it's just so there, and everybody just accepts it. We're like the whole, like, how's it still there? How's it never stop? Like,
well, that's what capitalism is, though. But the nice thing about capitalism is that, I mean, people hate on capitalism because they suck at it. But like, capitalism in America is great because literally, like, if you play the game correctly, you could be a millionaire too. I just saw today there's 20 million millionaires in America.
America is the land of the opportunity, and anyone that says otherwise is stupid as hell.
But they all want to come here.
There's an endless amount of, like, it's crazy. Yeah, that's why everybody wants to be here.
Yeah, they know.
The thing is, it gets so much hate because they won't teach it to you. They'll take advantage of you. It's wolf versus the sheep, and
you literally have
to learn it on your own. You have to learn it all on your own. And if you want to play the victim card, then you'll just stay poor. Stay poor. But if you want to be the wolf, if you want to learn it, if you want to just watch what the wealthy do, you can. 20 million people have become millionaires, and I think like only like 20 or 30% of them are inherited the wealth. So like 70% of people are creating their wealth. They're creating their millions of dollars.
Dude, there's money out there.
Oh yeah.
Like it's so just a matter of figuring out the formula and then working your ass off.
That part. Yeah, so on TikTok, I started following this guy called like $Empire, and he'll literally just pull up to like random rich people, like people with nice cars and stuff like that, and he'll ask them like, "Hey, did you start a business? You know, what was the hardest part? Blah blah blah." And they'll just keep asking questions like that and like trying to figure things out. And like some of the most common responses is like people literally work their asses off for 20 years before it happens. Before, you only see the end product. So, you see them driving that Bentley. They got like 3 or 4 Bentleys, but they literally worked this dude's like, I work 9 days a week. Forget about 7. I work 9 days a week. Yeah, for 20 years. You're doing that to build up that empire. and to get it to where you have all those nice things, but people never see that, so they have no idea, and they just assume that you can just go out there and barely try, and buy it and just have all that stuff. But nobody wants to work.
Nobody has to, like, I always think back to Harry because I've seen, I saw where Harry grew up, and it was literally like, dude, his house was like the size of 2 of my rooms. And Ethan's like poor as hell, and now look at him, he's balling. And he's like, he's the story of rags to riches, and there's thousands, if not millions, of other stories out there just like it. And like they're not special in any way. They just work hard and they take pride in their work. And they don't even want to accept the idea of not working hard. Like, so many people think not working hard is okay.
Yeah,
like, that's like it's just awful for the human mentality.
100%.
That's what makes America great, dude. It's just there's so much money to be made, and all you got to do is just work hard and be smart, and just really focus on figuring it out. Like whatever you want to do, just put all of your attention to it, and then you'll figure it out. That's why it makes America so great. We have the freedom to do that. But absolutely, the wealthy and the rich, the wolves will fucking take advantage of you, 100%. But you gotta learn. You gotta be smart. You gotta dodge, juke.
It's gotta be something that you want to do too.
Dodge.
Yeah. And dodge. Did I say dodge? It's like a poopy flavored lollipop. But yeah, you have to find something that you're really gonna enjoy and that you really want to do, or else you're not gonna try. You're not gonna care. You're just gonna do what you have to do.
Bro, that is such a problem, right? It's people not enjoying what they're doing with their day.
Yeah.
I was just listening to a Rogan speech about that, where it's just like the premise of it is like you have to find something you're passionate about, or you're gonna hate your life, because work is such a big part of our lives.
That part.
Like you have to make a contribution to society. And like if you're just going to a job that you hate, like do you really feel like you're making a contribution to anything? No, you're just slaving away at a company for someone else to make a contribution to society. But like if you find something that you really, really care about, and then you work your ass off towards it, and it contributes to society, you're gonna be paid very well for that. You're gonna be compensated, and your life is just gonna be more meaningful.
Well, you get paid in like peace of mind currency too.
Well, yeah, but what I mean by that is like look what like everything that benefited society. So what did Elon Musk do? He created electric cars, and he's doing space travel. Now, who knows what space travel is going to do for us in the future, but obviously there's a reason for it. Jeff Bezos created Amazon. Look what Amazon's done to society. Whoever like the Walmart, the Waltons created Walmart. Who that the type of people that go to Walmart, you could argue that society is not doing that great there, but putting everything into a place like that benefits society. Things that benefit society, businesses that benefit society get paid the most, is what I'm trying to say.
Well, yeah, because it's like supply and demand. People have needs. If you can fulfill those needs, people are going to buy your product or go to your store.
And like in our business too, like 40% of people are obese. And so there's a demand for people to have the knowledge to turn around to give them the knowledge and the tools to turn around their life so they can get their body under control and their brain. So
yeah.
A lot of people, like there's a dude in our coaching academy. He's making $100,000 a month.
Damn.
Online training.
You just selling straight programs?
No, he does coaching. He'd have to.
He is the coaching stuff. Does he have people work for him?
Yeah.
He does. Okay. That makes sense then.
Yeah. Well, so I think he himself has 95 clients that he handles, and I think he's making well over 50,000 as a lot. 50,000 a month. But then he has, I don't know how many coaches he has working for him, but he has coaches working for him, and then they're in total, they keep breaking their record. I think they're at like $130,000 a month now, somewhere in there.
Yeah, dude, you can just keep scaling. It's endless.
You would
But then
have
that's how you create like a corporation and shit.
you
like
have
that.
to quit your day job, I think. Like
Oh,
whatever
yeah.
you're doing during the day, you'd have to stop doing that to handle 95 clients and all those employees.
Dude, if you make 50,000 a month, yeah, hell yeah. Why would?
Oh yeah, dude. You don't need, or you don't. But like you'd
Yeah.
have to.
That's all you.
That time would be necessary to make that
100%.
happen. For
Well,
a
you'd
little
also have to
bit.
put a lot of work into having a system in place to be able to handle that. So like, what are your systems? He
Yeah,
doesn't do
exactly.
like we have enough clients where we can still do one-on-one work with them.
Right.
Like we can still do 30, 45-minute calls with them. He can't do that. So
Right.
he'll do like a 2 to 10 minute like video talking about something and then send it out to him. And so, but yeah, I'm sure he's constantly doing that. I'm sure he's working 10-hour days every single day.
Yeah, it's probably.
But I mean, that's what it takes. Like he's now working 10-hour days to handle 95 clients. But imagine how hard he had to work, how many hour days he had to work to get to 95 clients.
Right. But you get to that point and then you start to delegate and you get everybody else to work for you and then everybody else starts making you money.
Yeah, at some point he could
Then you can chill out.
at some point he could go all the way down to 20 clients and still be making the same amount of money.
Dude,
Right.
And like how much money do you really need to make if you're making that much every month and putting it
Exactly.
away? At some point you're like, okay, I can coast.
Yeah.
Go put your money
Chill out.
somewhere else. Yeah, put that money and put it in somewhere else that gives you.
Dude,
know,
if I was making $50,000 a month, I would put half of it into crypto and stocks every single month.
I would put a quarter of it into crypto, a quarter of it into real estate.
I would
Yeah.
definitely put it in something that was going to provide me a passive income monthly. So whatever that would be. I've been looking a lot at these nodes for crypto. So they're like validators that you run. And essentially it takes like you have to have so many of one cryptocurrency and you can start a node. And so the validator, the node is like, you do the transactions on the network. So your computer helps do the transactions. And at the end of the day, you get paid a piece of the pie. So there's this one called Strong that I think you have to have 10 Strong to create one node. And then once you create that node, a Strong is like worth $250 to $300. And then once you create that one node, you get paid 0.1 Strong per day off of that. And you can have like max of 200 or 20 nodes.
For how long?
But it's however long you hold the Strong. Because somehow because you have those, you create those nodes. But you're getting like 0.1 Strong a day. But if you're doing $300 is one Strong, then you get what, $30?
You can have 20 nodes, so you could have 30 times 20.
Yeah, and then imagine if that price.
You're getting that every day.
Yeah, every day. Every day. Yeah.
How do we do this?
Right. You're getting 10% return daily, essentially is what's happening. But Strong can fluctuate too. So it could go all the way down to, pennies, or it could go all the way up to $1,000, so you can make an ass load of money in a short period of time if it's worth enough.
All right, let's make some nodes.
Gonna happen. That's a lot of different things that are happening with crypto. So like our Flare, we will be able to do something very similar with that when we do the Flare stuff. We'll be getting paid the percent. We'll be getting the interest as long as you use it. You can sell it if you want it straight up, or you can put it into the network and use it and then get paid interest on it.
And then they give it back to you?
Yeah. Yeah, you do. You get it back at the end. Did I send you guys that stuff about the Iron Condor the other day?
No.
I feel like I did. A TikTok or something. But yeah, it was an options trading strategy where you're making like 10 to 30% each contract, and you can do that on like 2-week contracts. And it's dumb. People make so much money as long as you understand what you're doing and you can manage your risk. You can make so much money. Dumb.
I like the idea of getting the interest from Flare.
Yeah.
So I thought this was supposed to happen like last December.
They did the Snapchat last December.
Yeah.
Did you guys do it last December?
They took the picture of your account last December to see how many you had, so how many it could give you.
The amount of XRP that you had in your account December 12th in Coinbase is what you're going to get in Flare.
I think you get slightly more.
Yeah, it's like 1.1 or 1.12 or something, 1.07, something like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, but I'm confused though. So once you get it, once you have it, then you stake it, right? And whatever that means, and then you get the interest on it. And it might be like I saw that you could do that with your Ethereum too, because they wanted to get Ethereum 2.0 going. So you could do that with Ethereum at like 6% APR or something like that.
Apparently,
like,
ADA is real popular to do it with too. The staking, whatever, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I might have to do that. I only have like 100 ADA. I only have like 100 Cardano, but I'm not really playing with that though. So I might that's a good idea. I might just stake that and just get some interest off it.
Yeah, I feel like Cardano is a good hold for a long term.
Dude, with how much they're bitching about the energy efficiency of these coins and making them, and Cardano being like held on this pedestal as the green one, I'm like that environmentalist shit has to take off at some point with it.
Right.
2030 or 2035.
Along those lines, when we were talking about like we talked about before with like the media and everything telling you like you should do something, you want to do the opposite with the media. So should we believe that with this kind of stuff too? Like this where like, the lines get blurred. You're like, should we believe everything that they say about these things? Are they just be doing this to push their narrative? Like how does this work?
Well,
I don't think Cardano's about the green. I think Cardano's just got good fundamentals.
No, dude, they're constantly talking about how it's the most energy efficient.
Well, XRP's that way.
I don't hear that attached to Ripple when I'm looking stuff up.
I do. When I see it. Because that's just been a point that's been pushed. Well, maybe it's what I see that I follow that people push that. But I feel like it is in Ripple's like stuff. They talk about it.
All right. Well, that's why I have both.
That part. Crazy.
Oh man. All right. They're asking me to upgrade, so this is gonna take a second. So I'm not gonna talk much.
Zoom is?
Yeah, I gotta put in all my shit.
Why do you have to upgrade?
Because we're about to run out of time. Unless you guys just want to cut it. We have like 10 minutes, it said about a minute ago. I think it's just like a couple bucks a month or something, so I don't really care to upgrade it, but
And that just gives you extra time?
yeah. They let us do it like the first time or two, but after so many, they give you a time limit. I think it's 40 minutes.
Wow. I mean, I do need to go to bed at some point before too long.
All right. Well, then.
Love, how much caffeine you drinking every day?
Oh, so I changed. Did I tell you guys what? I don't think we've talked since I changed. Okay.
I changed.
So this is good. Good things are happening. Good things are happening. It was about 3 weeks ago, maybe 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks ago. I don't think we really talked since then, but on here. But now I don't drink any bangs anymore.
Oh boy.
Quit those cold turkey, but I make like a coffee in the morning. It's probably about like 28 ounces, 25 ounces coffee I make in the morning, and I put like protein in it.
So what in it?
Protein.
Natural.
Put a little creamer, put a little what is it?
Protein in coffee's good.
Yeah, I do protein. What flavor? It's mocha cappuccino.
Hey guys.
I do that.
I'm not doing the upgrade because it's like $15. I just don't feel like signing up for that right now. So it's we got a little bit of time, but coffee and protein.
All right, so I do mocha cappuccino. I put monk fruit sweetener in there, and I put MCT oil in there, and I do put some creamer in there too, just to kind of a little something. I usually put a little bit more water in it too, and then I put about probably 25 ounces of coffee in there. Maybe.
And that's the only caffeine that you eat or drink all day?
For the most part, I have some pre-workout. I don't think my pre-workout has too much caffeine in it. Really, it has just other shit in it.
What pre-workout are you taking?
The bulk, Transparent Labs bulk. It's pretty clean stuff. All natural type ingredients.
Okay, my turn.
And then maybe something. Hardly ever anything at night, but maybe. So it's much better, and I feel much better. That's the important part.
Yeah,
I feel much better. My energy, I feel, is like cleaner type of energy.
It's more sustained when you back off on the stimulants. But okay,
Yeah.
So I've been working out more in the evenings, and I'm like, I'm not gonna not take pre-workout. But I was kind of thinking, is it disrupting my sleep? So I started taking pre around like 4:30, like on multiple, like a couple of days a week. So I was like, all right, I'm not gonna not take pre. I'll just cut my morning caffeine out. I've been taking like some form of caffeine to wake up for as long as I can remember. So I stopped that, and at first it kind of like it would be hard to get from the morning, like as it got closer to when I'd be taking my pre-workout, I'd be kind of dozing off, getting tired, but then I'd take the pre and be fine. Now I don't even notice it. So it seems like my mornings are much like calmer because I don't have the spike of spike of caffeine and energy and like jolt and then a crash. It's just a coast all the way until my workout. And so I don't know, it happened about the same time. But like, remember how I used to always remember my dreams, and I'd have like crazy ones. They were really like I hadn't for a while. I was remembering them less and less, and just like they weren't as vivid ever since I did that. And so I'd cut back, like, let's say I think it was probably 200 milligrams ish off my caffeine. So now I just take 250 or 300 for the whole day. I've been dreaming way more, and I remember them.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Do you feel better, like more refreshed when you wake up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, no matter what in the mornings, I want to sleep more because I'm getting 5:30. But like, I can just tell my brain wakes up a little bit easier, even though my eyes are tired. Like my brain's,
Right.
So I've been very pleased with that decision to cut out the morning caffeine.
Nice.
Interesting.
Look at you guys growing up.
Well, let's not
it's been
get
a long
carried
journey for Blove cutting down that caffeine, let me tell you.
Dude,
Blove had a problem.
I still want those bangs. I look at them, I hear them being popped, and I'm like,
They are fun. They're really fun.
No, they're easy and they're delicious.
Do you ever get the sugar-free monsters?
Yeah,
because those are only 100. Those are only 140.
I've done that every once in a while. I enjoy those.
That's half of a bang. I think that's a more moderate dose where like you can drink it. You still was that not enough, Love? Too much?
That's not enough.
140. You can't feel anything off 140. It has the taurine, so it kind of makes you like a little euphoric.
It's like juice. It's like a
spoken like a true addict.
I'll drink that laying in bed. That's so easy.
Drinking laying in bed. That's a problem, dude. That's something you need to address.
It's how I am. I'm built.
That's a conditioned.
Yeah, I'm conditioned to not be. I can handle my shit.
I haven't been on pre-workout since since our final days lifting Weston.
You're crazy, dude. I never don't take pre.
Well, I get to work out closer to my mornings, so I'll just and I've been getting into a routine where I'm waking up about 5:30ish, and so I'm waking up with Hannah at 5:30, and she does her workout in the morning like right away, but I don't. I just go there with her and kind of do like some movement, and we go for a walk down to the apartment complex gym. That's where she works out. And so I'll be awake for like a couple hours maybe before I start drinking my coffee. So I start drinking my coffee around 7:30, and then I'm lifting by 10 or so. So it's like it's right around 10. By the time I finish my coffee, it's already 8. So I'm usually lifting within 2 hours of drinking my two mugs of coffee. So that's kind of that's my pre-workout. And now though, I've adapted amino energy. So that's pretty new. And that's only 100 milligrams per serving. So I'll drink, and because I'm waking up at 5, by the time I'm done working out, it's already when I'm getting home, it's about noon. I've already been awake for 7 hours. So then I'll do my amino energy, get my kind of second wind. of caffeine for the day, and that carries me through until we go to bed at 9:30.
Yo, this is gonna shut off like any moment.
Yeah, and I love your gym. Your gym is amazing.
Yeah,
I know, I love it too.
Looks nice.
The outdoors is super fun.
working out in the sun looks
Going out
great.
at 10. It's
Yeah.
nice going at 10 to work out outside because it's not too hot yet, but it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah, it's the middle of summer. It's not getting hotter.
It's gonna get hotter.
It hasn't really been too hot here lately.
It's been raining a lot for you guys.
Yeah.
We got a couple hundred
Doctor.
days coming up though here. But yeah, I love the outdoors. I'm getting like, I don't know if you can tell because of the light, but my tan's coming back.
You pasty. Pasty.
Me?
Yeah, you look pasty.
I'm not at normal standards, but I'm looking more tan than usual. Well, as of recently. We have some rain coming up, but yeah, the Fox is dope. And there's, I mean, like just about everybody in there is like they're serious.
Yeah.
They're some serious. There's like a lot of bodybuilder types in there. There's like 2 or 3 people in there doing posing practice every single time I go in there.
Nice.
There's some big weights being moved. I mean, it's a